G'day everybody, what is happening? Welcome back to the One Tile Challenge here on Calm Lands. Episode 2, we're in September, 8 o'clock in the morning and it's starting to rain. Looks like our grass is growing a bit, so maybe we might be able to cut it. In the last episode we got our 2 fields over there sorted and planted. We don't need to worry about fertilising them, they're fully fertilised. By memory, I will just double check that. Give me 2 seconds. So crop types, we got canola going in because it's what we could plant. Fully fertilized. I need to turn. Sarge, Granny, how are ya? No worries, Granny, lurk away. We'll turn weeds on, ploughing on, lime, rolling. Don't worry about that. Stones, all that good stuff. While we're here, I need to change a couple of settings. I did mess up a couple of settings last week. Seasoned is on. Running hard. Crop destruction is on. And I need to change that back to enabled. So not just visuals. We've got to have disaster destruction on. Right. First job of the day is we're actually going to change something out. This greenhouse is going to go. I have found another one and I want to put in. So the first thing to do today is get rid of that greenhouse. I know we're going to probably lose a little bit of money because there's just about 1,000 litres of lettuces in there. Wrong screen. Need to go there. Construction. Need to go down to construction. And we're going to lose all the water that's in there. So, but that's all right. We can manage. So this greenhouse here, we'll get rid of. Sell it. Okay, it's been sold. What we need to do, where are we? Productions. Greenhouses. Now the one that we're going to use is this one right here. Hey Bam Bam, how are you buddy? Welcome along. What we're going to do is use the open air garden by Ermitana because we can get a little bit more from it. I have to move that trailer. We can put seeds and fertilizer in it and get a better production out of it. Alright, we'll jump on our old farm all here. Oh, come on. Forgot the old thing takes a little while to warm up. Right, back it up. We'll just get this trailer moved out of the way. It has got a little bit of water in it, actually. Put that there. I don't know if anyone is wondering, we set up our tent at the end of the last episode there, so got our little tent, our little night light over there. She's all good to go. We have got somewhere to stay dry. Right. Construction time. Let's build something. Does not overlap with another object, so we'll put it in free build mode. I do want it as close to the boundary as possible, and pretty much right. Need to make sure we can get in and out of our shed. So if we bring it down here a little bit, somewhere right there will do. Look at that. We got ourselves a nice new greenhouse. I'll have to do a little bit of landscaping there to level it out, but that's alright. If we open this up and open up our production menu, I figured see what this challenge is all about. No worries, buddy. We can do carrots, chilies, garlic, grapes. We can do a whole heap of other stuff. So, and if we put seeds and fertilizer in, we will get a little bit extra yield. So, I'll sort that out shortly. In the Kiwi Discord, Bam, there is a challenge under, there's a section called FS Challenges. All the details for it are in there. But pretty much what we got to do is Where are we? Scroll up. This plot of land here, plot number 46, is all we're allowed to use, and we've got to make a viable farm and get ourselves out of debt and make money. We got $500,000 loan that we got to pay back. No super cheaty mods, but you are allowed to use pretty much any mod you want. I do need to also try and offset our loan interest at the moment. Our loan at the moment is about, plus land, I think it's about $1,200 a day. So what we need to try and do is put down some sort of generator that's going to get us close but not ridiculous. It's $11,000 for that. Oh my god. I think I might need to look for some better mods for generators. Well, that one gets us close at just under $1,000 a day, but it's $11,000. It's going to take pretty much a year before it even pays itself off. Man, it's crazy. Alrighty, first job of the day though. Oh, we need to start that back up. Is we need to see if we can sort out some grass. Put that there. We'll empty that in. We'll get the greenhouse going later on. I want to see if we're allowed to cut the grass this time. I went to cut the grass last month and it wouldn't quite let me do it. Right. Oh, and I took out the paint and terraform anywhere mod that I forgot I had installed and fixed up our field boundary over here. So we pretty much know where we can work to now. So that's pretty much just inside there. If we go there, it shouldn't be too much of a worry. Try and keep it roughly right on the 90 if we can. So that we can mow some grass. So this next area that we're mowing here, I figured we might as well try and get a little bit of grass off where we're going to put our fields, because why not? We might as well try and make as much money as we can. We'll turn this grass into silage. Need to put down a little pit. Try and keep it out of there if we can. We need to be trying to mow our canola up. So the plan for this one is try and get this done and get some more fields put in. We're going to plant 2 different crops this time. We got 2 little fields of canola there. So what we're going to do is do a wheat and barley one. A wheat crop and a barley crop. That way we'll get some straw as well. I don't know what we're going to do with the straw, but it's extra income. Any extra income is better than no income at the moment. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan so far. We'll race around, we'll get this mowed, try and figure out how we're going to pick it up. Because we're not allowed to lease any equipment. Everything we need to buy. We are slowly running out of money. I mean, we're not doing too bad. We are still 45 grand, so it's not too bad. It could be worse. What better thing to be doing in the rain than mowing some grass? making some wet silage. Hopefully we can find a nice cheap bunker to put it into. Swing back around this way. Since our barn mowers are out that side, we'll rock around and get it done. Need to figure out how, if we're going to put it in the roads or just try and pick it up flat off the ground. I haven't decided if we're going to go down the animal route yet, if we are going to do animals or not. If anything, maybe do some sheep. I know you can get pretty good money from the wool and the fabric. It just means we are going to do productions, we got to save some land as well for the production buildings. Although I did find a mod for some small production buildings that we can put inside the sheds. Yeah, so there's a few options we can try and figure out what we're going to do. Oh, another thing, Bam, with this tractor that you start with, you're not allowed to sell. You're not allowed to sell the tractor and the trailer. You got to start with that old shed up there, but that can be replaced. Although if you wanted to, you can always just move it later on. Just tidy up some of those bits shortly. Race around and get it mowed. We are going to be trying to put another 2 fields in here, and then if we have enough time today also, we'll get some more grass mowed. We'll sort of plan out where we're going to go from there. If we are going to put some more fields in, or if we're not, we might just try and keep some grassland as well, or we'll just plough some fields and put the grass in, because it'll probably give us a better yield than what we're getting now with just this map grass. So we'll see how it goes. And my mowing skills are not very good today with missing it. We are missing plenty. Try and straighten. Hopefully my ploughing today's a lot better than my mowing. Might need to try and see if I can find a bigger water tank too. Otherwise 30 trips to the lake and back's going to be a bit of time. Might have to do that off screen. Pretty sure I've still got some seeds and fertilizer at the shop we could bring down and put in there too. Try and get it going. If I'm going to do that, I need to sort out getting a front loader for the tractor to run me pallets. I have to put a little front loader attachment on. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hope you haven't been up to anything too stressful. The chill, the better. Interesting to see how much grass we actually get off this little plot. This here is pretty much a quarter of our plot. I think I sort of divided it up into quarters as best as I could. Wasn't really anything in particular the way I did it. I just did it so I could plan out in my head where I was going to put everything and how we were going to work. I'm trying to keep it so that most of our sheds and productions are at the front of the plot and all our arable stuff is towards the back. We need to start making some more money before harvest time comes because we need to buy a harvester. The one that I've found is about, I think it's about $45,000 just for the harvester, and then we need to buy a heater for it. So probably looking at about 50 odd grand, and at the moment we haven't got that kind of money, so the sooner we can get our greenhouse going, get it making something, producing something, we'll get some money coming in. Won't be a lot, but it'll be enough. If we can try and offset that loan, the interest payments for the loan, that will also be helpful. Alright, we'll just race around, tidy a couple of little bits up. I'm not going to get too fussy with it, because I don't think we'll get a lot anyway. Something is better than nothing, though. Might as well utilise as much as we can. I hope no one gets motion sickness with my driving. Alright, that'll do us. We'll shoot up the shot and see what we can figure out. Whether we're going to windrow it or just try and pick it up straight off the ground. We also need to look into silage. How are we going to turn it into silage? Did have a nice mod installed for that, but it was being a poopy. It needed an update and it wouldn't update. Oh no, not farmland. Wrong one. Now it wants to save. Why does it do this to me? That one. Construction. Shed silos. Filling area for viable feedlot. No. Bunker silo small. Okay, so they're not too bad. 8 meters by 39 meters? How big is that? Can't even see it. Six by 31. Even if we just put that one in. If I can see where the sticks are. I think if we try and bring it down this way a little bit, give ourselves enough room. That'll do. Not that you can see it very well. I've never used these ones before, so just this little area in here between these sticks is where we're at. I think what I might do is just paint the ground in between that. Just so we can see where we're at. here to landscaping, painting. We just give it like a dirt texture. To about there. To there. Now if I hold that button and that button. No, didn't want to work that time. Right, roughly something like that. Where our silage pit is. Why are we jammed up? Why is nothing working? That's why it's not working. It went flat. Give me 2 seconds. Here I am thinking nothing's working and my controller's gone flat. So organised today, it's beautiful. Right, we're away. We're sorted. Right, we don't need a trailer because we got a trailer there. So we got a trailer. I have got the perfect little piece of equipment to pick it up with. I just need to figure out how we're going to windrow. We'll shoot up to the shop and we'll have a look. Rock and roll. Steady as she goes. Right, that's right, the shop's over here. Keep thinking it's that over there, but no, that's the workshop area. Alrighty. I think the piece of equipment that I was going to look for will be under forage harvesters. Here it is there, our little tow behind. I'll leave some covers on it for safety. Don't worry about the colours, we'll leave it looking old. $5,100 for that, so we'll buy that. We have a trailer, so we're not worried. I'm not worried about that. What I also need to look for was a windrower. That's right. Windrowers. We've got a couple of little options here. I don't know what that one's worth. For $800, we might give it a try. Windrower mode, tether mode. No, we want windrower mode. We're not going to change any colours on it. We'll just keep it as it is. Eventually, if our farm becomes quite profitable, most of the smaller equipment will be sold and we'll get slightly bigger. We're just doing what we can with what we've got at the moment. What we need to do though is also take our tractor. We'll go and have a look over here to see how much it's going to cost to put a front loader on it. We need to customize because we're not paying $6,000 at the moment to repaint it. Front loader attacher, we need quickie. It's going to be $1,000. So what we'll do is we'll customize that because we'll need it. We'll need it to sort all our pallets out. Go back. We'll just race over to the shop. I just want a quick price. Might not buy it at the moment, but just a quick price on what it's going to cost for our front loader. I need to find it. Section is it? Must be further up. Front loaders, we got 300 horsepower, so I don't think we need anything that big. Well, there should be right. 7.5, and then it's only a little bit for a pallet fork. Right, we might as well get it now. Won't change any colours because I can't afford it. Front loader tools. Pallet fork. Pallet fork. Where's pallet fork? Front loader. There it is. Basic pallet fork. No, I don't need to buy another one. Right. So we've spent a heap more money again. What we need to do is start getting this grass windrow. We really need to get try and get these fields planted today. Right, as you can see, our garage is pretty much in the middle of our plot, but right at the front. So we've got some more room to be building up the top end of here as well. I just wanted, I don't know, it felt like there was a good spot to place our silage. Put it sort of a little bit out of the way, but also right by the gardens there. Right. I've never used an old windrow like this before, so we'll see how we go. Look at that. I'm doing it, Granny. We're using old equipment. What it does, we'll just run it in rows straight up and down. Working at 15 kilometers an hour too, so it's working pretty quick. For an $800 windrow, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's try and roughly line it back up there. Hopefully that's not too wide for our pickup. Figured we might as well try and utilise free resources. I think in a bunker this will probably take a month or a bit to ferment, so probably not by next month, not by October, maybe November we can sell it. So hopefully by then we can start getting some money coming in. I think January is probably the best time to sell silage, but we just got to take what we can get when we can get it. Yeah, 3 years later. Certainly starting out is going to take the longest, but once we start making some money and making income, then it'll start getting better. Hopefully, we can sort of upgrade some equipment. The rain stopped for now, which is primo. Hopefully, we don't get too much rain. Don't want to be taking any hail damage to our new crops just yet. So we're slowly burning through our money. When we did start, we had, before I started buying too much equipment, we had the tractor, the trailer, the shed, and the land. Started with $96,000. We're already down to 28, so probably spent close to about 70. And by the end of the day, we'll spend more because no doubt we'll need more seed and fertilizer. Doesn't say anything about using workers later on in the series as well. At the moment, the only reason I'm not is A, because we don't have a field here, so it won't recognise it, and B, I simply can't afford it. Rock through. I haven't taken my land all the way back to the trees yet. I think you can get most of the way back, but we will leave some of that in case we need to build. Like, if we're going to put animals down, might be a good place to put some sheep or something back here. It's all about trying to figure out how to utilise your land properly and what you want to build on it. Like I say, whether you want to go down that route of animals. At this stage, sheep would probably be quite easy because we do have grass. Cows would be more difficult. Goats only take grass as well. You'd be able to sell goat milk, which sells for a pretty good price. It's just buying the animals as well. So I figured if we went down the greenhouse route first, we might be able to get some money off that. Might be able to offset getting some animals or something, but we just need to get some money coming in because at the moment everything's going out. Certainly don't want the bank turning up and taking my plot of land off me. Imagine that. We went into receivership and failed. Granny got down to minus 1,300 in the bank, but got back up again. Nice. I can try and keep it out of the negatives, I will, but There's no guarantees on that. Definitely, definitely try and stay out of the negatives if you can. We're just about halfway through this section of windrowing. You can see by the end of the series, this tractor's going to have a lot of hours on it. Today it's doing everything: mowing, windrowing, collecting, plowing, seeding. And then we'll be needing to grab a heap of water. I wonder if I actually just try and put down a water pump. Let's hope these rows aren't too wide for the old pickup of our machine. I'll have a look, see what water pump mods I have actually. I do have the enabled greenhouse watering mod, but that also gives us a daily fee. So at the moment, I'm just trying to keep our daily fees down. But one eternity later, we will get there. Might have to try and figure out a quicker way of getting the silage back out of our bunker to instead of having to load it up 1,000 liters at a time with a fork with the front loader. I may only plow in 2 more fields that we'll use for crops, and then just one whole section for grass. We'll see what happens. Definitely want to look at getting either sheep or goats to start with. I know wool pays pretty good money. I normally start off by getting chickens, but we don't have any wheat. If I have to buy food, it's just another expense. It's all about, yeah, it's just really keeping the expenses down. Last thing I need to be doing is buying animal food just to keep animals alive. I'm not sure if the cost of the eggs would offset the amount of wheat we'd have to buy. Also need to get back onto one of my other gameplays that I've got sitting in the background that I haven't done anything with for a while. Where I'm trying to go through and get all the animals. Um, Starting off with chickens, and then only using the money that we earn from the chickens to move to the next, buying our next lot of animals, and so on and so on. So that we'll get back onto that, get some more videos done there. Got a few things I need to be doing. Just trying to find time at the moment. Not so much the finding time to record everything, it's finding time to edit everything. Would be nice if I could find enough time to get 2 videos out a week and do a live on a Sunday would be nice. Roughly where I want to end up, but we'll see. At this stage, we'll stick to doing a live every week and just try and keep it the one thing so we can keep track of the progression. It's always good to see things progress rather than chopping and changing every time. Alright, so we're about 3/4 of the way through this little area here. We'll get it picked up. They actually look like that. For just standard grass that was here, it looks like it's pretty good rows actually. Looks like we might end up with, well, I wouldn't say heaps, but we'll end up with enough for a start anyway. And the amount of equipment we've been buying lately, we might have to look at upgrading our shed. Let's start running out of space for everything. Get this lined up. It'll be interesting to see how this little pickup machine goes that I've got. Like I say, I don't normally run equipment this small, but we need to give it a go. I don't normally use anything smaller than a medium tractor. That's normally got a front loader on it. Normally use a windrower that brings 2 sides into one. And heaps of cheaty equipment that runs really fast. But we got to make do with what we can afford. Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping too, Granny, is that little forage pickup thing will pick up the silage. I'll definitely be giving it a go. It'll definitely be getting used for picking up our straw swath too. So I know you don't get a lot of money for straw, but we will utilise it. Fields that we're making aren't going to be very wide, they're just going to be quite long. So. Oh, two options. We can either try and put two in there or just do it as one. If we do it as one though, we can only put one crop in. Otherwise we'll run into problems come harvest time. Hopefully only two more passes and this should be done. As the series goes on, we'll also be trying to do other crops, whether we try and do vegetable crops or root crops. We'll just try and do a little bit of everything, really. And just get it to the point where we're making good money. Right, we will get it with two. If we don't, we'll just be able to pick up the last little bit with our forage pickup machine. That'll do us. We should be able to get that. I think our little trailer can only hold about 8,000 litres at a time, so hopefully we're not going to be doing lots of trips backwards and forwards. Well, I hope we do. That means we've got a fairly good yield of grass. But just looking at the day slowly ticking away in the time, we really need to get it on. Worst case, I can just slow the time scale down a little bit. If we find out that 5 is a bit quick, I mean, if we don't get both of them planted today, it's no hassle. We do get 2 months, I think, grace of planting. Just double check that. It'll save. Right, crop. So barley, September, October, and wheat is also September and October. At least if we only get one planted today, it sort of breaks up the harvest time as well. We're not going to have all these fields ready to go at once. Can we beat the traffic? Just. Alrighty. Use some old school equipment. Should actually just ask the council if they can put a road in here instead of us driving across all this grass. Whoever owns that land might not be too impressed with us driving across all their grass like that. if we can put a little track into our farm. Right. Swing this around, back it up to our trailer. Alright, let's try this. See if we can figure it all out. Time to make some silage. Oh, unfold pipe. Oh. Did anybody know we had to buy a heater for it? Okay. I thought it came with one attached. Actually, if we go back and go combinations. I knew it was too good to be true. So we need that one. Right. Back to the shop we go. So yeah, it turns out it doesn't come with its own heater. Not only am I learning things, but I am also teaching you. Welcome to school. The School of Farmson. You must remember that one, Granny. That's right. Now I've got to try and drive around and line it all up. That's going to be the fun part. Squeeze through the back of here. Oh, no. Man, this fella that just leaves all his stuff laying around at the shop up here. Terrible. Now we're going to be in a pickle. Let's try and push our way through. Yeah, we'll sort that out later. Oh no! Oh, it's all going wrong. Now I've completely turned it around the wrong way. No one saw nothing. Right, we'll try this again. Take 2. Right. Here we go. Again. Let's get her done. I have a feeling we're only going to have enough time to get one of our areas plowed today. That's alright. I really wanted to give this a go, so we're giving it a go. Not leaving too much behind, but just leaving a little bit. Not super worried about getting it all. We'll just try and get as much as we can. And then that way, at least we get something. We're going to end up with a fair bit of grass. Still have a decent amount so far. Eight and a half thousand litres in the trailer. It's pretty good. Need to figure out how many rows we've got as to how many we need to pick up so we can get our first little field done. Right. Zoom out a little bit so I can see what I'm up to. Try and spread it. That way we can try and get as much in there as we can. How many rows have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we pick up 7 rows, that'll be half that area done. We can get a field in. If we pick up the first 7, that'll get us half this area, and can rock through, get it ploughed up then, and then can start getting it planted. What's the first crop that's going to be going in today? Is it going to be wheat or barley? It's not too bad actually. I'm pretty happy with how much grass we're getting. Not quite 2 rows into a trailer. 8,500 litres per trailer. It's pretty good. Hopefully that's not going to affect it too much being out there. It's like a massive collision here, I don't know. It's a weird one, that one. I don't know if I like it, to be fair. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know what all those notifications about. Streamlabs being a dick. Right. Where were we? Pick up some of the stuff that we missed. Some of it, not all of it. Alrighty, don't turn too sharp. Stuff gets caught up. Must remember next time to make the roads a little bit narrower. A little bit wide. One here is row number 5, so there are 2 rows to go. I mean, might have to pick up in 2 halves by the looks of it. Might have to go back down the other side of the same road. Blame the guy on the windrower. Big wide swing so we don't get caught up again. Just run back down there and pick up the last little bit. It's probably a little bit too much to leave in the field and plough it in. Unfortunately, at the moment, stones is another thing that we're not really been able to deal with. Year 1, our fields aren't getting limed, so yield's going to be down a little bit. Just grab this section here as well. That'll just pop this trailer off. What? Right, we'll make a start on the next road. That'll get it. Could have put the signage bunker in a bit closer. Wouldn't have to drive so far. Hey, but that's making it too easy, isn't it? Right, good times picking all this up. Slowly getting it done. We're already up over almost close to 30,000 litres in our pit, so pretty happy with it. If we're going to do any more though, I think we need to look at investing in a bigger trailer. Also might need to look at investing in the different silage pit option. What do we got left over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this should be the 7th road for this. We'll see what we can get out of it. So I don't think we'll get to the end before it's full. So. Run through. I get to the end. Much more protect the line. Yeah, not too much. If we get to the end and we haven't filled it up, we'll go back and pick up some of that little stuff. Just as I say that, we get to the end and it's full. Alright. Dump this in the pit and grab our power. That's 34,000 litres in that pit right there. Obviously hasn't leveled itself out very well there. I don't know if I did it in free build or not, but right, for now what we'll do is level that there. We'll come back and grab it if we have time to carry on the picking up the next part. Grab our plow. Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. We'll see how straight we can make these. Oh, up, unfold. Drop it down. We'll go back to about there and we'll try and line that up. Look at that, we're breaking ground again. This one will be field number 3. Gone a little bit off course. We've gone off course, Captain. Right. Steady as she goes. There. Come down to about... say... roughly there. That should just about do that one. And of course I did it. Nothing a little bit of painting won't fix up. Not too bad. I think I'll just leave it like that. It's not terrible. Not quite up to my standard where I normally have it, but that'll be fine. I think we need to go about halfway into this section. We'll match that up. Looks like it's getting pretty close to where I wanted it. Maybe a little bit over. That's alright. Gotta remember the hydraulics on these older tractors aren't as fast. Look at that. Pretty stoked with how that's looking actually. And the next thing to do after that is seed it and roll it. Yes, I am actually rolling a field just to try and get a yield bonus up because we're not using line. Thinking of restarting. And why is that, Granny? Why are you thinking about restarting it? Lost money with wrong machine, just not happy. Oh, fair enough. I'm actually pretty happy with how I'm getting on with this one so far. Like I said, the only thing we've changed out is so far is the greenhouse. The base game one was probably a little bit slow. I think the one that I've put in now will give me a higher return. Just cost a little bit more with the seed and fertilizer to go in it, but I think what we get back will be better. Thanks, Granny. I am trying. And everything you see that gets done on here is just for the live stream. I don't really do a lot off camera on it. Apart from this time, I might just pick up a little bit of that grass so we don't have to do that next time. But that way I can get it all fermented. I'll try and do as much of it as I can live so we're not all getting lost into what's happening. Right, this strip and one more. Well, you never know, we might even have enough time to get it picked up this afternoon. I just really wanted to get one, at least one cloud and planted. Hope everyone's enjoying the series so far as much as I'm enjoying bringing it to you. I wonder if I should be cheeky and use a little bit of steering assist to get my planting done. I didn't on the last two, but we'll see if we can give it a go actually. Turn that back on to limit the field so that way hopefully when we put it down doesn't dig a hole in the ground. I've had that happen before and it's not cool. I'm not, I don't know, I'm not overly keen. Well, give it a go at some stage. I haven't actually downloaded those mods. Right, I need to get around here. Hopefully I didn't pitch the tent in the way. It was a little bit dark when I put it up last night. Or last stream. Should be able to sneak it out of there. Actually, we'll shoot up the shop and fill it full of fertilizer first. I'm going to get halfway through the field and run out. I don't know how I'd go on using hand equipment. It'd have to be tiny farming, I suppose. You can't hire a worker with it either, so it is what it is, I guess. Just back that up. Alrighty, there actually wasn't a lot left in there. We need to throw some seeds and fertilizer into our greenhouse. It's easy, she reckons. Right. Where's our fertilizer? fertilizers here. It's 1920 for each one. I think it's easier to handle those. If we get 4, we're going to start chewing through some money. And we'll get 4 pallets of seeds as well. That way, that will get us filled up. Might as well use that last pallet. Hopefully that will fit. No, not quite. Right. Who puts a flagpole right there? Unstick yourself, little cedar. No, you saw nothing, Granny. No one's seen anything. Right, rock fruit. We'll get this, get these planted. That's right, we need to change that from canola. We'll put barley in first. We'll do the barley. Right, let's see if we can work some steering assist. It'll probably say nope. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. Drop that down to. Oh, they're only going to let us do 3 headlands. Won't any less. Oh yeah, we'll do it if we can do it ourselves. Alright, look at that, we're into it. Seeds are going in the ground. Yeah, we're a little bit crooked, but that's alright. Eventually we'll probably just plow that all together anyway, so it won't matter. Why did it not pick it up for this field? Were we too close or something? I have no idea. There we go. Steady as she goes. Yeah, we're going to have to look at investing in some diesel shortly. That'll be the next thing. We'll have to start repairing our tractor. And I'd hate to see what those repair costs are going to be. I don't have to use steering assist, I just thought it'd be something cool to try. I just wanted to try it. On special offer, lizard potato header unrealistic. Well, we don't need anything that big just yet. That's the header for the Colossus potato machine. We won't be needing anything that big for a long time. Steady as she goes. Where are you off to, Mr. Tractor? Ah, I thought it was lifted, but it wasn't. Man, it's really been rookie hour today here on stream. But we're getting there. We're getting it done. Our farm is slowly coming together. And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in game, so it might be a long night by the time I get that grass picked up. I'll finish, if I run out of time to do it on stream, I will finish picking it up off screen and get it compacted before midnight, hopefully, so that way it can ferment. I definitely think I'll probably be looking for another cheap bunker silo mod. I don't know if I like that one. Yeah, that's right, Granny. Thank you for reminding me. If you haven't, please subscribe. Don't feel free to leave a like, comment, all that sort of stuff. Feel free to share it out, get it out there, do all that good stuff. Thank you for reminding me, Granny. I'm terrible at asking people to do that. I don't normally like asking. If you're gonna subscribe, you can subscribe. If not, we're just here to bring you some fun content. I am trying to. The only reason I'm not streaming this on Twitch is because I'm trying to bring all my farming content over here to YouTube. Twitch, if I stream over there, it'll be all my other games that I play. I just felt like this was probably a slightly better place to bring it all. That way, everything could sort of be in one place. Could create playlists. I've heard you can do it on Twitch, but I'm not sure how. So, I figured I'd do it here on YouTube. All my farming content will be here on YouTube now. America Truck, Euro Truck, all that sort of stuff probably be streamed over on Twitch. And whatever games we play, I am in the middle of resetting my World of Warships account, so I could change that to the North American server instead of the Europe one, and a few other things like that as well. So yeah, that's where that'll be. But farming will still be here on YouTube. Like I say, I am trying to figure out some time in my spare time that I don't really have available. Try and get some recordings done as well. So ideally, I'd like to be able to drop 2 videos and a stream a week. But we'll just see how it goes. We'll do what we can do. Rock through and get this done. I think we've only got probably 2, maybe 2 or 3 passes left, and then we can roll it. It will be completed. I do need to figure out a little source for water. Is the next thing to look at. And that way, I'm pretty sure if I can put it in the right spot, I'll be able to fill and empty the trailer at the same time. That's part of the plan anyway. We can get close enough to the dump point of that greenhouse. Barley seeds look like they're getting used probably about as quick as our fertilizer. Not quite, but close. Canola doesn't use a lot of seed. Right, one strip left, and then the rolling can commence. There doesn't seem to be too many stones in that part of the field. It's probably a good thing, actually. Might dig some more up on the after harvesting. Next year we might be able to get into making some lime from our own stones. Lucky I'm not running precision farming, otherwise it'd tell us that our soil is crap. Park this bad boy back here, because it's too big for our shed. Sneak through here. Got so much equipment out again today, it's not even funny. Wish this fella had learned how to put all his equipment away when he's finished with it. Or at least wash it anyway. Man, filthy. Right, we'll unfold it. Get everything unfolded, ready to go. Go back. Start again. That's right. We were supposed to put some jewels on this bad boy, weren't we? Seems to do a lot of wheel spin when it's trying to roll. It's alright. We'll get it there. Maybe once we sell our silage, we might be able to afford some jewels. Pretty sure I took the front right. Really? Yep. Certainly did. All the smaller stones getting pushed back down into the dirt. Only the bigger ones are staying at the top. Could have got a little scoop for the front loader of this and could have gone around, picked up stones and made a stone pole. That'll be fine. I don't think there's actually anywhere on the map that you can sell stones. Definitely the roller gives the tractor a workout, that's for sure. No stone sell point. Nah, that's what I thought. Look at that, we're just about halfway through this little field of ours. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough, Granny. I do have, like I say, I do have a mod installed for tiny production. So wonder what a little lime station would be worth. I don't have anything small to pick up the stone with anyway. They'll just have to wait. The longer we leave them, the more there will be in there anyways. It'll make it worth it later on. As we keep ploughing up and digging more stones out. And we spent a heap more money today. We're down to $12,000. So another 1,200 of that will go out overnight. Really need to start getting the money coming in. Or we're going to be very desperate. That is where I'm hoping the greenhouse will come. But now that it's late in the month, I should have really started it earlier. That's right. Mistakes were made. Probably should have got that running at the beginning of the stream, and then that way, when next month came around, we could at least probably have something coming out of it. Because it's so late and it's sat there all month doing nothing. It'll be another month before we get any money. Bad business planning. We have 1.5 strips left to go, then we'll sort out that water point. Then what we'll try and do is put all of our seed and fertiliser in it as well. Alright, last little bit. Just like that. It's done. So we got a yield bonus of 57% there, 50% fertilised. And if we come over here, still says it's only 50% fertilised. That doesn't seem right. Or is it because we cut the grass? Might be in trouble. That's 100. Oh no. We're only 50% fertilised. Is that because we cut the grass so that took half of it away? It's the only thing I can think of. We'll turn line off. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's because we cut the grass. That's right. I have got the perfect piece of machinery to spread some fertiliser. Won't be buying it just yet though. Although I don't think it's very expensive. Where is it? No, not under sprayers. Fertiliser spreaders. We'll just use one of these ones here. That one's for lime, but we don't need that. We'll just use that one. Nice little old school one. It's alright. Where there's a problem, there's always a solution. I wouldn't exactly say it was a problem. We make money off silage. It just means we need to spend a little bit more money on fertiliser and another piece of machinery. Alright, fold that up. Right. I'll jump out and look over here. Construction. And figure out where the water pipes are. So under tanks. Silo extensions. Containers. Garden pump. Must be another one here somewhere. Tools. We have a look through here. No, not tools. I don't know if it's under farmhouses. Selling points, greenhouses, cultivation, generators. I don't think it'd be under production either, would it? I thought I had... It might have to be that water pipe then. Old water tower, purely decorational objects. Okay. So we'll just have to get out of there. Go like that. Put that down. Hopefully this doesn't cost us any money. Put it there. Build. Why is it not going to put it down? Didn't want to put it down with my controller, but it did with the mouse. That's weird. We'll see if I put it in the right place or not. Or if I made a fundamental mistake. Look at that. We're filling and dumping at the same time. It's not costing us anything. Nice. Right, we'll just get a little bit in there and then we'll go and sort out getting some seeds and fertilizer down here. We put about 10,000 in for now. Well, if it works, it works. What I need to do, take the trailer off. Let's move that over here. Separate that. It's all about trying to make life as easy as possible. Alright, we'll shoot up, grab our seed and our fertilizer. Last thing on the agenda today on stream is to get this greenhouse running. Get it up and running, and hopefully by next month we'll have something to show for it. If we just pull in here, wonder if we can just click the button to load it. And we'll get that last little pallet over there as well. Probably got enough seed and fertilizer at the moment to do our next little bit of our field that we're going to do. Right, they seen us coming, they were going to stop. Nice. Almost back. Tractor's actually pretty quick for an old mule. Once we get some money though, we'll definitely invest in a pressure washer and we'll give it a birthday. Seeds is going in. Thought it took more seeds than that. Oh, we might have a problem. It takes like 20,000 litres of seeds. Why is it being a poopy? That's awkward. Am I not in the trigger properly or something? Still doesn't like to dump out very nicely. Alright, we will get it there. That's in. So what do we got? 4,000 litres in there. Nice. It's a start. Right, we'll get our fertiliser and get it in there as well. Uh, 3,600 litres of fertiliser. Remember we had to use some for our machine, our sowing machine, seeder. But forgot what it was called for a minute. Mind blank. Last little thing to do, and then off screen I'll pick up the rest of that grass, put it in and compact it. It's not even going out. What's going on? Obviously a certain trigger that it's got to be in. The trigger is quite small. I know these open air gardens were quite good. I use them on 22. Nice little bit going in. Done. Right. Now we can set it to work. We'll do what we did last time. We'll just get some lettuces going. Plus seeds, solid fertilizer. That's us. Don't need to sell it or distribute it or store it. Right, we got that one going. So with that, 42 water, 1 seed, 1 solid fertilizer will give us 84 lettuces. So that's pretty good. As you can see, it's going up. We're already at 12 litres. Pretty happy with that. That's got that going. Anyway, on that note, we will call it the end of the stream there for this week. Thank you to everyone that was here. Bam, Sarge, Granny, it's good to see you all. Thank you to everyone that tuned in, all the lurkers in the background. Like I say, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you'll get notified when we go live as well. I'll do my best to try and get a video out this week. If not, we will see you back here next Sunday for the 1 tile challenge. Alright, hope you all have a good week, and we will catch you again shortly. Bye for now.